Hello and welcome to my Yugioh channel. Today we're looking at some new cards from Duelist Nexus, and these are to do with the numerelia cards. The first card being Numerelia Realizer, the Dream Materializer Sleeping Princess. It's a level 10 light attribute fairy type effect monster with 1500 attack and 3000 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. If this card is in your hand, you can target one monster you control, place it on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, special summon this card. 2. If this card is special summoned, you can activate one of these effects. Add one Dreaming Numerelia from your deck to your extra deck face up, or change one other face up monster on the field to face down defense position. And the third effect, it gains 100 attack for each face down card in your extra deck. The card itself is supposed to be a mini boss monster, considering it's a level 10. The attack points aren't particularly good, 1500, but it has a decent defense at 3000. The summoning of this card isn't too difficult, as you just take a monster that you control. It doesn't have to be a numerelia card, it doesn't have to be any specifically named card, it just has to be a monster, and just put it to the bottom of your deck to special summon it. Once it's special summoned, you're able to search for either a Dreaming Numerelia card from the deck to your extra deck face up, or you can change one monster on the field to face down defense position, so it has that Book of Moon effect. Third ability, it gains 100 attack for each face down card in your extra deck, so I'm guessing in that respect that the more of those cards you're able to do, the more of those types of effects. Maybe they'll have pendulum monsters in the future where they can actually put those cards face down in your extra deck. That would be a way of boosting up the card to more than 3000 attack points. As it stands with the extra deck limitations, you can only have 15 cards in the extra deck, so at max you can have this at 3000 attack points. It's fine as a card, I just don't think it's overwhelmingly that powerful, and I do think it's a little bit depressing if it's classified as one of their quote-unquote boss monsters. Numerelia's Dream Eater Reveal is a level 10 dark attribute beast type effect monster with 2500 attack and defense points. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. If this card is on your hand or graveyard, you can banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, except Dreaming Numerelia. Special summon this card. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except pendulum monsters. And 2. You can send one other level 10 beast type monster from your hand or face up field to the graveyard to set one Numerelia trap directly from your deck. The summoning on this card is actually fine, because it just happens to banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, so this will help to boost up your other monsters. Remember the previous one I was saying, it's continually going to be boosted, and you'll also have cards such as the Golden Castle of Strongberg, which can also fuel that type of effect. The summoning on this card means you are restricted from summoning anything outside of pendulum monsters, so there is a limitation to it, but that's just how the deck likes to operate. In terms of the second effect, by just sending another of the beast type level 10s, as you've seen there is another one and there are a few other examples, you're able to then set a Numerelia trap card depending on what you need. I wish it had been both spell and trap cards, because that would have given you more flexibility, but I suppose they didn't want to make it overwhelmingly powerful. And this card is Numerelia Love. It's a normal trap card, and the effect is you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. 1. Special summon one Numerelia monster or one level 10 beast type monster from your hand or deck in defense position, but return it to the hand during the end phase. 2. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face up monster your opponent controls. It loses 100 attack and defense for each of your cards currently banished face down until the end of this turn. The first effect of this card lets you just special summon a Numerelia or one level 10 beast monster from your hand or deck. It has to be in defense position, so you're going to have to use it within the turn, otherwise it does risk running back into your hand at the end phase. The second effect, just by banishing this card, is able to reduce your opponent's monster with its attack and defense for each of the cards you currently have banished face down. I know it's only until the end of the turn. It would have been nice for it to have been a permanent based effect, but it's fine if you only need it for a certain amount of time. It would have also been nice if it had been a quick effect. As it is, it only activates during your turn, which means you're going to have to beat over that monster in that same turn. Overall, I think these cards are okay, but I don't necessarily think they're that powerful. I think they need a lot more support if they are going to be anything game breaking or anything people are really going to be interested in. I'd love to know your comments down below in the comments section, and as always, I'd love for you to watch another video within my catalogue. I've got over 2000 videos. I'm sure there'll be something in there that you'll enjoy.